At the end of chapter 16 of the MMK, where Nagajuna is talking about Nirvana, he writes the following. People who say that they want to stop grasping and get the state of Nirvana are really grasping for something. In the state where Nirvana is not something to be attained, and everyday life is not something to be abandoned, what is everyday life? How shall we conceive of Nirvana? So, this idea of everyday life is very popular in Zen, and so you tend to get rather formulaic expressions about carrying water and chopping firewood, or eating rice and drinking tea, or things like that. There's a danger, however, that we imagine that what is being said in these statements is that when I am doing something mundane, like washing the dishes, for example, I am washing the dishes mindfully, or when I am washing the dishes, I am completely present, or some unself-consciously self-aggrandizing formulation like that. The point of everyday life, conceived in Nagajuna's sense, is that the self is not something fixed, but rather that the self is radically indeterminate, porous, changeable, going in and out of focus, and so on. So when we are doing something like washing the dishes, sometimes it's very much as if the self in the normal sense is there. Other times we feel very embodied, so we're very aware of our senses, the play of water on our hands, feel of the air. Other times we're very aware of our physicality, our balance, our fleshiness. Sometimes it's as if the whole thing is just this one piece. Sometimes it's as if the self is a ghost coming in and out of presence. So when we talk of everyday life in the context of the self, what we're moving away from is an idea of the self either in the fixed, unreflexive way that people will often think of it, like there's a kind of little me inside this body that is experiencing things and directing this body, and we don't substitute that unreflexive idea with a Buddhist idea of the self, that somehow the space of this person is kind of erased out, so there's as it were a person-shaped space moving around the room.